Hey guys, my name's Beckett. So we're going to be taking a first look, what I think, everything about that new map called Lupkow Pass. But before we get started, don't forget to hit that like, subscribe, share, everything you can do. It helps so much. Alright, so let's get right into it, right off the bat. The horse lance for the cavalry is fucking awesome, man. You know, I wasn't even mad when I got killed by it. It just looks so awesome. It can be a little hard to use. It's kind of like the bayonet, so you got to get the timing right and all that. I was having trouble doing it, but I've seen a lot of people just wrecking with it. But it's an awesome feature. I'm glad DICE put it in. Add a little spice up to the cavalry class, because I was never really a fan of it. A lot of people love it, but it's not really my thing. So a lot of cool things. The Levolution, or whatever you want to call it. You know, like they have sandstorms and Sinai and stuff like that. They added blizzards. And when the blizzard comes in, the map looks awesome. It's beautiful. It shuts down those snipers. With it being a pretty large map, and every BF1 map is like sniper crazy. Since scouts are the most popular class, I don't know, I just suck at scouts for some reason in this game. I could do it in BF4 kind of, and Bad Company too, but for some reason, I don't know. It just doesn't feel right. I'm not a big fan of it, you know? So it had a lot of great detail. It was fun. It really pushes like you to go in close quarter combat, just storming in with your bayonet, going wild. So I think this is one of the biggest maps the BF1 has seen. It's really quite big. It's kind of like the size of maybe Gold Mud Railway, you know, from BF4. So it's huge, but it's not open like Gold Mud was, or any of the other bigger maps. There's a lot of hill, a lot of terrain for infantry to move through. So it's actually fairly well balanced, you know, from gameplay. There's still spots where snipers can like cross map, but you just got to learn to use the terrain. It's all about learning the maps, I noticed, you know. At first there was no scouts and there were all scouts, so you just got to kind of know where to move, when to move, and just keep your eyes out at all times. So yeah, just to top it off with that, you know, the close quarter combat, it was awesome. I was running around with Automatico a lot, my support class, and stuff like that. And now, I think there were some changes to hit registration, maybe netcode in the CTE right now. I'm not sure, but the shots just felt crisp. I was even in chat asking people, is the hit registration better? Does it feel better? Because sometimes you'll be in a BF1 match, even with like 20 ping, and it's just like, you know you shot that dude, and the shots aren't registering. I don't know if it was deviation that they added in, but right now the shots feel crisp. Like on every weapon, I was trying out all different kinds of weapons, and where you shoot, it lands. It feels crisp, kind of like where BF4 is right now. You know, when you shoot a bullet, one bullet, you know exactly where it's going to land. So that's awesome. I hope they keep this change. I don't know if it's just me, you know, looking through in perfect vision because it's a new map and I'm happy what Battlefield is doing. But yeah, hit registration feels on point. It feels great. So let's get into the bad, or not even bad. It's just not so good. You know, things that need to be fixed. You can tell it's in CTE. Everything is subject to change, like I said. So the map just needs a little polish. I think they'll add that in later. Right now we're just kind of testing the stability and stuff like that. I don't know if you're still able to go into it. I went back to the base game because I can only play one map so many times, kind of like how Novell Knights was. And the cavalry was out of control. I think they need to tone it down a little bit. If you're a cavalry player, I can never say that word. Basically, you're gonna love it. But there was times where you kill 1, 2, 3, 4 horses with your rocket gun, and then they keep coming, and you're like, oh my god, you just can't keep up with it. So hopefully they tone down the spawns, make it a longer spawn, or just less cavalry altogether. And we have behemoths in Battlefield 1, you know, so if you're losing, it kind of makes up for no ticket bleed, I guess. Come in and win the game, but we have a train in there. The train looks cool, but the train really, I felt like it was useless the whole time. Every time the train would come in, like, you could only cap like 1 point maybe with it, and it was pretty useless. Like, I got killed by it a couple times just because I was being stupid and trying to mount it and just like messing around and seeing what I could do, but it really didn't help you win. And honestly, you're already losing, so you just lost by more. It was pretty much, oh, just stay away from F, or I think it's on the F point. I'm not really sure. So I'm hoping they'll kind of rework the train. Maybe, I don't know if they can move the tracks if it's already in place. Maybe they'll move some points around so it can actually help you capture some points and kind of get back that steam and try to win, you know? So I don't know. Maybe they'll move points around because it was useless. Like there was no point. It was like, oh, train's out. Don't worry about it. You can just walk by it. You're not gonna get killed. You don't have to worry about anything. I don't know what they can do to exactly change it. Right now, DICE is taking a lot of feedback. So go on the Reddit. What is it? BF1 CTE. Just type in that Reddit, and you'll find it, and you can tell them everything that you felt was going wrong and stuff. They do listen to us. Sometimes I get so frustrated because I'm like, oh, we're changing battle packs. We didn't care about battle packs, okay? We just want to fix the things that are not necessarily broken, but just kind of gets to you after a while. So I was noticing like a yellow tint, and you'll see it, I think, in my live commentary that I posted a couple days ago. And it would just kind of like a flickering. And I'm using an AMD RX 480. So I had the same problem with Aimons, but I was able to mess with the settings. I think I put like AA on like TAA or something like that, and it got rid of it. But it wasn't going away on that. So I'm pretty sure it's just a bug. Maybe we have to wait for a new patch from AMD to come out. I talked to people who were using GTI and stuff like that, and NVIDIA, and they were having no problem. So maybe it's just AMD, just a small problem with a specific card, or just, I don't know, it just seemed like they always have trouble on the BF1. A lot of like flickering. It wasn't really a problem. I only noticed it really in the spawn screen. So it really didn't affect the actual gameplay. And so there's a lot of, they're just vehicles really. It's just cavalry. And then they have one plane on each side. And the AA is kind of, it's not in a good place. You can't really take down planes, which is only one plane, so it doesn't really worry. If you're on the top, like I believe it's C and D are on the very top, and that's kind of where everyone zergs together. So I was using rocket guns to take out planes coming by because they would try to come in low and stuff. But still, it still causes a little problem not being able to counteract that. You know, I could see like planes really just running the whole show if they let it. Like there was bombers coming in and dropping on when we're all on C or D, and they would just wreck the whole team. It was ridiculous. But really, I mean, those were the only small problems that I really noticed. Overall, the map is awesome. The design is awesome. It kind of feels like old school Battlefield. Like, you know, it doesn't feel like Battlefield 1. It's a nice change of pace. The pacing in the map is really good. It's pretty fast, even though it's a huge map and we got to run across everywhere. Hopefully, maybe they'll add like a transport vehicle or two so we can move troops around, move infantry around, cap points better. That's what I would like to see. But overall, the map is awesome. I can't wait for it to come out. Prize of Hur is coming out at the end of July, and we'll have a July update. There wasn't really too much info on the live stream. I heard netcode changes. Maybe that's a hit registration and stuff like that. Nothing really that's actually changing, you know. So when like the full patch notes come out, I'll get a video out on that, guys. But I'm not gonna make a 10-minute video about two things. I see a lot of big YouTubers do that. I'm like, I don't need that really that bad. So, but yeah, like I said again, map is awesome. I can't wait to see it in play. We'll get it, I believe it's the August update, right? A month before the patch comes out. Before, not the patch, but the DLC comes out. So, it's good to see new content. Prize of War is an awesome map too. If you didn't get playing the CTE, there's a lot of gameplay on it. It was fun. It was awesome. So, good job, DICE. Keep up the hard work. I hope to see more stuff coming out. And I'll see you guys next time. Just remember, if you stuck through, hit that subscribe, hit that like. Thanks for everything, guys. Have a great day.
We have lost objective Freddy.